What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junkie. SBK! Kick the beat. Man, these YouTube streets are crazy and people are shook. It's like the 80s in Baltimore in the crack epidemic. You gotta watch your back because gunshots! It's real out here in the field. And people just been falling off. At first, there was Andrew Tate, then Sneeko. Gunshots! He took the RIP. Then it was Zerka. Gunshots! And then it was Fresh and Fit. Fresh and Fit was the next, out here crying and crying and crying. But I remember there was somebody left and she was the last woman standing. And she actually came to Fresh and Fit's defense. That was Just Pearly Things. Remember, Just Pearly Things grifted everything that Fresh and Fit did because she really didn't have the talent to do it on her own. Moved to London, copied their entire style, and replicated it to a T. And when Fresh and Fit got hit, then she knew it was her next. But she had this to say.
Yeah, guys, we need to support other red pill content creators, men's content, because men do deserve to have a space where they can talk freely without women policing them and telling them how to speak. And men do deserve to have content that represents them and their thoughts and their opinions without being Me Too'd, without having a million hit pieces, and without being canceled on everything. What's happening to Fresh and Fit, what happened to Andrew Tate, what happened to Sneeko, it's all wrong. And who knows? I have no idea if I'll be next.
And you would think that Just Pearly Things would have stopped with the buffoonery, but no, she kept on going. She kept on making like real cringe videos about women voting. Videos like this.
All right, what up, guys? Today I have my Women Shouldn't Vote t-shirt. These t-shirts are the best in the game. Super soft, amazing. You will never find a t-shirt like this in your life. And it's amazing because I go out and I'm on the streets and everyone comes up to me and just asks me where I bought this t-shirt. You can get yours too at the audacitynetwork.store. That's the audacitynetwork.store. Get your t-shirt today.
What are those? Then repetitive videos on Piers Morgan that took shots at certain protected groups like the Jews. Then there was the Nick Fuentes interview that took shots at the blacks. And then there's repetitive shots at overweight women and repetitive shots at women in general. But she was still relatively safe on the platform. And we think that because she was a woman that helped her out a lot. But why did Just Pearly Things get demonetized? Can I get a dun 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 sound effect? Well, Just Tree 411, aka Tree of Logic, figured it out. And I gotta give her a round of applause because she's one of the best YouTube detectives I've ever seen in my life. We're gonna go and find out why Just Pearly Things most likely got kicked off YouTube.
So let's go on to what she did. Oh, here's where it gets good. So we're gonna show you the current events. And I want to show you, or shall I say, we're going to show you how the crescendo of everything, like how it went from how one thing led to another, and how Pearl is indeed playing dumb. So remember, look at this time right here. This was done today, November the 15th, like tomorrow's November the 16th. This is when you guys are going to see the video on November the 16th. And it's at 6:43 p.m. Okay. This is when she claims, I don't know why I got a YouTube strike. I don't know why not YouTube strike. I don't know why I got demonetized. Well, let's look at this complaint here that was sent from a young lady who was complaining to YouTube about the exploitation of her sister and how nothing was done for this and nothing is done to this. So here's the thing. The TikTok YouTuber Pearl, and she at Pearl. This is what I'm saying. She at Pearl. So this was like nothing new to Pearl. Pearl knew what was going down. So she at Pearl and says, the TikToker / YouTuber Pearl stopped my 15-year-old sister and her school friends on the street to ask them invasive questions about sex on her YouTube channel. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. She made several cut downs of the videos and has subjected them to abuse from the hashtag red pill community. Now, this is something that's very important because that's harassment. That's against terms of service. So get ready for a daggone community guideline strike there, Pearl. Okay. Yes, you're basically harassing underage children to your hate mob. That's against terms of service. So once they get these receipts, oh, you're done. By the way, I got the video. This is the video right here. Stupid Pearl still got this video up. As I record this right now, Pearl still has not taken this video down. This is the video right here. Now, I'm not going to show you the young ladies that were underage, but they're in the video. And this is what I'm saying. She's so arrogant. She's like, I'm not taking nothing down. I'm just going to go down fighting, cause censorship, First Amendment. Yeah. Basically exploiting and harassing, underage girls is not part of that,
So again, that is just Pearly Things going around London, going around the States, wherever she is, trying to ask people to get on her platform. And as you see here in this post, as you've read, the TikToker, YouTuber Just Pearly Things or Pearly Things stopped my 15-year-old sister and her school friends on the street to ask them invasive questions about sex on her YouTube channel. She made several cut downs of the video and has subjected them to abuse from the hashtag red pill community. Now, the parents reached out to her asking them to stop using the videos of their children, and she ignored them because the videos racked up millions of views. So it was all good when it was getting you money. But wait, hold on 1 second, please. Just Pearly Things is upset about this. She can't believe that any of this actually happened. And that's why you see these crying tweets. Sad music at Team YouTube. I was just demonetized on YouTube with no strikes, 0 warning, and 0 explanation. What is going on? Then the next one. I have been suddenly demonetized out of thin air with no warning for hateful content at Team YouTube. And then it says, your channel is not currently able to earn. Well, what do you know? And let me just say this, I know some people, even SPK who's editing this, he doesn't agree that people should be demonetized. Hell no, on why it should be a bad thing. And really, I don't like people losing their monetization either. To be honest, even Cynthia G, I really wasn't so happy that she lost it, but when she made fun of Kevin Samuels dying, I just thought that it was like revenge. So I was kind of glad she got shut down based on that and that alone. But here's a situation that people like Just Pearly Things need to understand. Firstly, Just Pearly Things got kicked off of several platforms. Almost got kicked off of Instagram, all right? So she got kicked off of TikTok, almost got kicked off of Instagram, appealed, won, then got kicked off of YouTube or demonetized. So there are 3 different platforms you've had issues with. That should also tell you that you're doing something wrong, all right? Now, same thing with Fresh and Fit. These guys got kicked off of TikTok, came onto YouTube posting the same things, thinking like, oh, okay, well, YouTube is more tolerant, which it is, but still, you don't need to get kicked off of YouTube. All that you need to do is get demonetized. And Kevin Samuels, again, he's the one that predicted this. He's like, listen, they don't have to take your channel. All they gotta do is demonetize you, which is the same thing as taking your channel. Secondarily, there are the collaborations with people who are banned from the platform. And again, Fresh and Fit and Pearly Things have a history of doing these things. Firstly, there are the interviews with like John Circa. Okay, then there's the collaborations with Nick Fuentes. Then there are collaborations with Andrew Tate, and then there are collaborations with Sneeko. These are people that YouTube doesn't want on the platform. Yet what you're doing is giving them a platform on your channel, and you think that they don't know this because you're like, oh, well, I'm not off the platform, so it's okay for me to interview them since they're deplatformed, but you're still giving them a platform to produce hateful content. So then YouTube comes after you. Then thirdly, with people like Just Pearly Things, you're trying to do things just to go viral. You're trying to get attention. And unfortunately, when you do things to get attention, you get what you're asking for. And you did. You have a huge channel. You have a lot of people on Twitter, and you're doing things to make money, but you're not doing things to add value to your audience. And that's the difference. When you have an audience in a niche, you're not so worried about fast growth, right? You're just trying to sustain your growth and get better in the niche. But when you're looking at money and trying to get to the bag and making excessive profits, and you're trying to trend, you're trying to go viral. Yeah, you'll go viral for saying stupid things, but then you want to sit back and act like you don't know what happened. And we're living in a life full of consequences. Let me just tell you this. She acts like she doesn't know about what happened. And she knew what happened, all right? She's had several warnings about this and what would occur. But she wanted to continue to do whatever she wanted to do. So now that you've done it, accept what's happened to you, all right? YouTube is a platform. And as a YouTuber, as a big YouTuber, you can't be on Twitter just posting anything, saying anything that you want when you have 1 or 2 million followers on the platform. Again, it was all kind of petty things like laughing at MTR when he had cancer, silly things like that, and just having troubles altogether. And now you're acting like because you had 0 strikes or 0 community guidelines issues that you shouldn't be demonetized. But that doesn't have anything to do with being demonetized, because listen, you can be in the partner program and have 0 community guideline strikes and be demonetized. You don't need to have a community guideline strikes or any copyright violations to be demonetized. There are plenty of YouTubers who have 1 million subscribers and who don't have any community guideline strikes that have never gotten the plaque, okay? Ever gotten the plaque, because their content doesn't fall in line with what YouTube feels should be a creator with the 1 million plaque, all right, with the play button. That's just how it is. And if you can get mad all you want, it's not my fault. The reality is that creators are trying to do things just to go viral instead of doing things that add value to the niche. And so when you're chasing fame and you're chasing clout, you will get it, but your career will be short-lived. And for people that I've seen in the game for like 10, 15 years, you know, hey, it's a steady growth to the top. But those people who want to get to the game faster and start bragging about how quick they got there, it's because you're saying something that's really crazy. Somebody like Mr. Beast or really great creators like that, these guys worry about trying to make the most impressive content that they can, while creators like Just Purdy Things and Fresh and Fit worry about trying to offend as many people as they can. And you can do that all you want, but then the water will run dry. So Just Purdy Things, just know you will never probably see monetization again, but I'll keep making videos about you. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.